This is this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Read that again, Art?
Yep. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens.
Yeah. Rejoice, ye heavens. Okay? Alright, go ahead.
And ye that dwell in them.
Yeah, and ye that dwell in them. Talking about the elect of Israel. Okay? We're going to rejoice when the so-called white man is being brought down out of power. Okay? Alright, so it says, rejoice, ye heavens, and them that dwell on the earth. So it's really talking about the elect, because only the elect is going to rejoice. Okay? When the so-called white man is taken out of power. Go ahead.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
Go ahead, brother.
And of the sea.
Alright, yeah, it means destruction to the inhabitants of the earth. Meaning the rulers of this planet. And the wicked.
Hey, brother, you can break it down.
Okay. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Yeah, because like the brother's bringing out, the righteous ain't ruling right now. It's the wicked that's ruling. And the scriptures speak about that short time that he has, knowing that the Most High, by way, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shad through the way of the Most High Yahweh is going to come back for that second coming to bring down the wicked. And the so-called white man, the people that you know of as the Illuminati, the elite banking families, they know of this. So in order to supplement themselves, in order to make up for the fact that they're actually coming down, they gotta come on the people with wrath. When the scriptures speak about woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, the people that inhabit the earth is, the different people, the different nations, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the nation of Israel, of course. But you even have the heathen nations that are gonna be sorrowful, because the word woe means destruction. Destruction, death, war to the inhabitants of the earth. And not just the inhabitants as far as people, but even like the animals too. Because Esau is a fucking demon. The so-called white man is a demon. He's a devil. He's the deceiver that the Bible speaks of. When he comes down with that great wrath, he's not only looking for people. He's looking for every living thing. He's the wicked for a reason. When you look at the so-called white man's birthright, you know how he's going to live by the sword. He does that by way of killing animals and killing people. Mainly you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. And with the sea represents the different nations of people. Because what it's going to come down to is that martial law, like the brother had brought up. Slag, you can pass me that article again, not?
Alright, it's on page 3.
Yeah, man, because, well, I want to try to look at the beginning of the shit. Because immediately, the first, it says, if they smell something. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, before looking at the backdrop with the marijuana leaf, I thought they was going to say something like oink, oink, because they pigs.
Right.
If they smell something, you're thinking it's going to be something revolving around cops being pigs, but when you look at the backdrop, it's actually, so-called marijuana leaves. If they smell something, this gives them the right to actually go into your house on suspicion of somebody using marijuana, weed, reefer, whatever you want to call it, to come into your house and lock you up off of suspicion.
Say something.
Yeah,
that's bullshit too, because that's the same shit they do when they doing their patrols on the street, and they'll snatch up Jake and say, oh, we smell marijuana. A person probably didn't even smoke or nothing like that. One time I was going to work in the morning, I had a bag full of soaps, and they said they smelled marijuana on me. You know what I mean? And luckily I opened my book bag to show them I had soaps or whatever, so they couldn't really mess with me. But that's how it is.
Yeah, like I'll just read some excerpts of this thing, because this is part of the so-called white man coming down with that great wrath. It's a small little portion of this, but people might look at it as minute, but the idea of suspicion, you know, because ultimately what it's coming down to is they're trying to take away the Constitution to come at you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native American, Seminole Indians, you know, in order to institute martial law.
Yeah, well, I mean, basically, there's no Constitution.
Exactly.
Okay? They been did away with the Constitution, man. Okay?
Yeah,
Go ahead, brother.
yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, W. Bush. I remember he made a comment. He said it's just a fucking piece of paper. You know what I mean?
There is no constitutional rights. There's no Fifth Amendment rights, man. Okay? If it's just that you sheeple don't know that yet. Just like this money is not money. Okay? But it's the belief that you think is money. And I actually said it on the History Channel when they had the special about the Federal Reserve. The guys in the Federal, which that's a private corporation. It's a bunch of criminals. Okay? That has nothing to do with the government, man. That's a private bank. Okay? So, you sheeple not aware that there's no constitution. You have no constitutional rights, man. That's why they doing this shit. Well, if we smell it, we're going to bust in the door, you know, and we're going to just lock you up, okay? Because why are they bringing in that martial law? We already in martial law already. That's why the scriptures say. Read that scripture.
Yep. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
Yeah, woe unto the inhabitants of the earth. See that? If they smell something, they can come and kick in your door, man. Woe unto you. Okay? Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth. Okay? Alright? Go ahead.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath.
And for the devil, which is the so-called white man, is coming down unto you, having great wrath. That martial law. Those concentration camps. The chip. The famine. Okay? Those diseases they're going to let out there. Alright? This is just a part of it. This is just the start of it. Go ahead.
Because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Because he know if he have but a short time. So that's why they bringing all these fucking laws out, man, where the cops can kick in your door if they think they smell marijuana weed coming out of your house, man. Okay?
Yeah.
For the devil has come down to you great wrath because he know he have but a short time. Meaning a short time, he knows it's over for him, man. He knows he's going down. He knows he's going into slavery. He knows he's going to lose all his riches. He knows he's going to lose his grip on the world.
Yeah, I just read like some portions of this.
Yeah.
It says, some quotes. It says, cops can now say we were justified in kicking down the door.
For the devil shall come down to you having great wrath. Go ahead.
Because we thought they were destroying evidence.
Because they have but a short time, man. So that's why they hurrying up and they bringing these laws out for you people, man. And guess what? It's only going to get worse. All right?
This is another quote from it. A ruling like this allows the police to act first and to think later.
Martial law. Okay? Martial law. War law. Okay? You have no rights. Basically, that's no rights, man. All right? Just like they so-called raped that bitch, man. And you know what? They're going to do that to a lot of you women, man. A lot of you women like to live alone and, oh, I smell weed. I smell weed coming out of the door. Then 10 cops are going there and rape your fucking ass, man. Okay? Because you don't want, you think you don't need a man. Well, good. Don't get a man. Good. So when they say that they smell weed and they go over there and rape you and beat the shit out of you and arrest you, then good for your fucking ass, man.
Yeah, because they already got a situation right now where them two pigs is on trial for raping that some bitch. Accusation. Oh, they let's get out there. They raped the bitch. They raped the bitch. Okay, but because it's the cops, they have this long standoff, you know, Mexican standoff, to where they're actually justifying to, should we question that blue shield? You know, let's just put the facts out there. They raped the bitch. You know, whether it's one guy that raped her or both of them that tagged him, the bitch was raped. You know, but little things like this, they can kick in your door.
Yeah.
Over the suspicion?
Yeah. Hey, brother, that's martial law, man. That's the devil coming down with great wrath.
You know?
Which is the so-called white man. The white man is the devil. Stupid people.
Hey, well, Might as well get it out there because